What is going on, Dragon Ball fans? Welcome back to another episode of this week's Dragon Ball Q&A video, where today we have lots of awesome questions to go through, some questions in which come straight from Discord, and I do want to let you guys know if you guys want to go on ahead and join my Discord server. I will leave a link in the description box. For those of you who want to join the Discord server, I am in there almost every single day, and of course these questions reflect onto you guys, so I want to hear your thoughts down below and your opinions as to each question that is asked here today. And again, if you guys are new to this channel, be sure to go on ahead and punch that subscribe button and turn on notifications. That way you guys can be notified whenever a Dragon Ball video is posted onto this channel. Hashtag notification squad, and let's try to shoot for 500 likes on this video. If we can get to 500 likes, guys, then you yourselves will become a Super Saiyan God by tomorrow. So without wasting any more time, let's begin with our very first question of the day, which is from The Reels. Hey Alex, I'm a huge fan of yours. I watch all of your content and I love what you do. Keep it up. Thank you, man. Question 1. When do you think Vegeta will get his shine in the Tournament of Power? Because so far I haven't seen anything except when he and Goku took out the Trio of the Dangers. Question 2. Do you believe the order of elimination is based off of the outro of Dragon Ball Super? Because I think that theory is BS. I can't see Vegeta going down so quickly in the top. Question 3, do you think Oob will be stronger than the Oob in GT and get more screen time? Or do you think something else entirely will happen to Oob? Also, do you see Majub happening in Super? Thank you for your time. I hope you can answer these questions because I would love to hear your opinion. You're the best. Thank you so much, man. Well, to answer your first question, a lot of us have been wondering for so long now as to where is Vegeta? How come he isn't doing something significant? But I will say this, Vegeta is going to have, if anything, some huge moments coming up in Super, one of which we already know that he will do battle against Hit once more. However, the outcome of that fight, we don't know as to where it might go. Maybe Vegeta wins, maybe Hit beats him down again, who knows? But Vegeta is going to have his moment. As of right now, you have to understand that they're focusing more or less as to the other secondary characters. Roshi, Tien, you know, some of the other Universe 2 characters, Brienne, you know, those kind of characters, before we get into all the big stuff. And I get it. A lot of people, including myself, are very impatient because we want to see all of these bigger, more glorious fights happen, like Jiren and Hit, like Toppo and Frieza, like Goku and Jiren, like Vegeta and Hit, all these kind of fights. But you have to understand that we have to give it time. You don't just expect Vegeta to jump into Super Saiyan Blue and start trashing everybody, right? So my advice is give him a chance. There's about 35 minutes left until the Tournament of Power ends, and we have a brand new episode tonight. So we're gonna find out more information as to how far we're in, as to what Vegeta does going into episode 106, 107, etc, etc. So I'm gonna have to say that when do I think Vegeta will have a moment to shine? I think it's going to be somewhat when it starts boiling down to like 30 minutes, 25 minutes, 20 minutes. That's when we're going to see a lot of these dudes like unleash their true power. So I understand that we haven't seen much from him since he teamed up with Goku to fight the Trio of the Dangers. So I think that as of right now, we ought to see more from him. But I do think that he's going to have his moment to shine, and it's going to be glorious. I mean, I don't know when, but it's bound to happen. Unless, of course, they give him the fodder treatment and they throw him out without him even having to do anything, which would really suck, which I doubt would happen. But somewhere along the lines, once we start, you know, trimming down in terms of time, is when, you know, the stronger characters are gonna fight, and I think that Vegeta is gonna be said characters, and he's gonna have an episode. I promise you that he will. Now, to answer your second question, do I believe the elimination is based off the outro? I don't think so. However, we're going to find out tonight. Now, I mean, for me, if it were up to me, I would toss out Roshi and Tien early on, because so far they haven't done much. In tonight's episode, we're going to see more from Roshi, but even with that being said, depending on when you're watching this video, I don't think that the process of elimination is going to be based on the outro. If you guys believe that, that's entirely fine, because that's your opinion and that's what you stand on. But for me, I don't think that's the case, because I can see Vegeta, Frieza, Gohan, and Goku lasting the longest and possibly being the last 4 in there, which is why I don't think Vegeta is going to get eliminated anytime soon. If he does get eliminated, it'll probably be based on someone who's supremely powerful, like possibly Jiren or somebody, but I just don't see Vegeta going before Frieza, if that. I mean, I could be wrong, but this is all opinion based. But do I think that the order of elimination is based off the outro? No. Now, to answer your final question, will Oob be stronger? I think he will. I think that the Oob in Super is going to be stronger than the Oob that we saw in Dragon Ball Z. However, we don't know the overall direction as to what they're gonna do. I've seen several people theorize and talk about this, but at the same time, it's like, how are you gonna theorize on Oob or even talk about him if there's little to no information provided for the character? So people are just trying to get attention, but for me, it's just like, I can see them playing it off to where Goku trains with him and they fight at the tournament, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know where, I have no idea in terms of like what kind of direction they have planned for Oob. For all we know, Goku could train him. For all we know, they might go in a different direction. We don't know. Would it be awesome to see Goku train him? Of course it would. But then again, it's like Goku is supremely more powerful than Oob. It's like, what more can Oob really do to even stand a chance? So I think that Majub will not happen in Dragon Ball Super because that was only a GT thing. So we have to disinclude what we saw in GT going into this. So I'm going to have to say Oob's going to stand on his own 2 feet. But is the possibility there? Of course, because Majin Buu hasn't done anything so far. So it's like, if he hasn't done anything so far, I might as well just, you know, have him merge with Oob at this point, right? It's not like anybody cares about Buu at this point because he hasn't done anything. So I don't think Majub will happen, but I do think that Oob will be stronger in the Dragon Ball Super series than how he was in Z and Dragon Ball GT. So anyways, Mr. Reels, thank you so much for your questions, bro, and I hope you have a fantastic day, and tune back onto the channel tonight for the Dragon Ball Super episode 105 review. And now moving on to the next question, which is from Kyle. Alex, huge fan and a long-time listener when it comes to your Dragon Ball content. Thank you. What about my other content, man? Come on. Listening to your content while at work has become a weekly thing for me, and I look forward to it every week. God bless you, man. Thank you so much. Just a couple of questions, if you would kindly answer. Sure. When do you predict, or what do you predict Vegeta's shining moments will be throughout the duration of the tournament? Also, if Akira Toriyama offered you the chance to write an arc, what would your plot be? Damn. Okay, well, thank you so much for your questions, bro. Like, all right, going back again to Vegeta. Vegeta, I firmly believe that he's going to have his own defining episode, and I think it's going to be with Hit. So I think that one of his shining moments in this entire tournament might be to where Vegeta finally gets the one-up on Hit. It's only fair to even the odds. However, Hit is not fodder. Hit is supreme when it comes to technique, execution, skill, precision. But I think that more or less seeing how they, you know, treated Vegeta in the tournament, I think that he ought to be the one to where he, you know, he actually gets the upper hand on one of the top dogs. And I would love to see Hit fight Goku again, but I would love to see how Vegeta would step in after Hit fights Goku and saying, you know what, you're my prey. I have some unfinished business with you, and I would love to see Vegeta trash him. And I think that, in my opinion, one of Vegeta's biggest moments, if anything, might be his battle with Hit. In terms of Vegeta versus Jiren, I'm sorry, Jiren's gonna smash him. In terms of Vegeta versus Toppo, that would be very entertaining to watch as well, but I don't know if they're gonna do that entirely, because I could see Toppo fighting Frieza mostly, which I think would be awesome. But for the duration, at the moment being, I think that his defining moment will be against Hit, and at some given point there is a chance that he might beat Hit, but then again, who's to say for sure. Now, if Toriyama offered me a chance to write an arc, what would it be? I would do something involving a rematch between Goku and BEERUS. Now, within the week, guys, probably tomorrow or probably on Monday, I am putting out a discussion with my friend Emish on the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta concept versus BEERUS from the manga, and we go in depth with that, and we share our opinion, we talk to the community and whatnot. So make sure you guys tune back in for that. And we spoke about how there should be a potential rematch between BEERUS and either Goku and Vegeta, or if not both, because in the manga chapter we saw how BEERUS decimated Vegeta in one shot after, you know, having to obtain Mastered Super Saiyan Blue. So I think that one of the arcs that I would probably create would be something involving BEERUS and his desire to finally fight Limit Breaker Goku, just to see, you know, where he stands, just to fight this new variation of Goku's form that happens to possess God Ki. And I would love to see BEERUS versus Goku in terms of a rematch, because BEERUS thus far in the entirety of Super after Battle of Gods hasn't done anything. He is very strong in both the anime and the manga portrayals, but he just simply hasn't done anything. So I firmly believe that having BEERUS fight Goku would be cool, and I would definitely have that kind of story play out, except probably, you know, pinning up a few more things on the line, possibly, you know, involving Earth, involving the universe or whatever, you know. but definitely have BEERUS fight Goku for sure. Like, that would be very entertaining to see. Limit Breaker Goku versus BEERUS. Or I would probably do some sort of like Makaioshin arc to where, because the Makaioshin are actually a thing, but they were never introduced. So I would do like I would create like these evil beings, like these evil demon gods or whatever, or like, you know, some sort of like, you know, entities that were cast away by Zeno or something like that, and I would have them be introduced in the world of Super and distorting time and destroying space and matter and, you know, trying to get back at Zeno for doing what he did. You know, some sort of like demon angel story, for us sort of say. Instead of having like an evil Daishinkan, I would have it involve like Makaioshin, demons, you know, evil gods, elder gods, something like that. But I mean, that's just me. People have like, you know, their own opinions on things. Let me know down below as to like what you guys would create if you had the opportunity to do so. Because for me, I would definitely introduce something involving Makaioshin or something along those lines. But that's just me, of course. So anyways, Kyle, thank you so much for the questions, bro, and I hope you have a fantastic day, my friend. And now moving on to the next question, which is from Elijah or Elijah. Jerez, I love you. I'm sorry for butchering your name. I have a question. When do you think Frieza will try to manipulate the gods, and how do you think he will try to achieve this plan? Oh boy. Okay, well, here's the thing. I must be one of the only ones on the planet who feels like Frieza is going to be the villain, because he has a motive, he has a plan, he has an agenda, he doesn't care. People tend to forget Frieza doesn't care. People think, oh, Frieza's here to fight the strongest. No, 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 get your head out of the dirt. Frieza's here to destroy, Frieza's here to conquer. Frieza made this clear several times after he came back, but he never made it public. He was, you know, doing it privately and saying that he wanted to get back at Goku and you know, getting back at BEERUS, all these things. So when do I think he will try to manipulate the gods? I honestly don't think that he's going to try and manipulate them, because I can't see him leaving the stage and trying to talk to them or something. But I can see him doing something very sneaky to where he talks from the middle of the ring and saying, you know, I am Frieza, Emperor of Universe 7, this, and this. I can see him shifting the blame all towards Goku and you know, blaming him for everything and possibly blaming his own death to Goku and stuff like that. So I think that the way he's going to try to achieve this plan is to betray Goku, is to betray his universe. In my previous prediction video, when I talked about how Frieza didn't care about his universe, he didn't care. He was gonna go to Universe 9. Did you guys forget when he spoke to Sidra and he was like, recruit me if you really want the best? And they didn't know what to say, so they didn't make the offer to begin with. He does not like his universe. He doesn't want to be there. He doesn't care. People either watch the show with like the, you know, the audio off, or they don't watch it at all. It's like, dudes, pay attention. Frieza is like the true scumbag of this tournament. Everyone else is fighting for survival. He's fighting for a greater cause. He wants something more out of this. He can care less about his universe's survival. So to me, I think that in order to achieve this golden plan of his, it'll have to be by probably shifting the blame to Goku, manipulating the gods by siding with Frieza and trying to go against Goku. And at a certain point, we may see Frieza try to do something if, you know, he's bold enough to do so, even though it'll fail and backfire. But the only way I can see him truly conquering over the gods of destructions is if he threatens to kill the Kaioshins. Now, we understand that there's a link that ties in the Kaioshins and the gods together. So the only way to kill the gods is to target the Kaioshins. But I don't think that he would even have the balls to do that. So I think that towards the end is when he's going to try to, you know, leave his mark. But even then, I mean, I can't see Frieza lasting long, because if Zeno decides to erase him, it's over from there. But anyways, thank you so much for your questions, Jerez, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Now, moving on to the next question, which is from the Anime Master. Okay, I have a few questions. Question 1, do you think Vegeta will fight Toppo or hit soon? Question 2, is there going to be an Oob Saga after the tournament? Well, as I just said, to answer your first question, I think that Vegeta will fight both. I just think that his more intense and prominent battle will be against Hit, because I can definitely see Hit and Vegeta being a really nasty fight. Because with Vegeta knowing about time skip, Hit's gonna have a problem, because how is Hit going to be able to topple Vegeta if Vegeta knows what's coming, you know? Now that he better understands Hit. In terms of Toppo, I would like to see that as well, but I would stick Toppo with Frieza just because I think that would be a very, very good fight. Now, to answer your final question, is there going to be an Oob Saga? I would like to assume so. They already announced that they're going into the ending of Dragon Ball Z after this, so we can only imagine that yes, there is going to be some filler. There is going to be like some, you know, slice of life episodes before we go into like the next official arc. In terms of an actual arc, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to involve Oob. I don't know if it's going to involve some other characters and whatnot. But what I can say is that Oob will be involved. I don't know if the arc is going to be mainly involving him, but I definitely think that Goku needs to fully train Oob before they do anything else, because it's like, why would you have Oob a part of anything if you're not going to train the kid and you're not going to allow him to be on par in order to keep up with what's happening later on? I'm not saying, you know, make Oob god level, because I don't think that's going to happen, but it's going to be interesting, and I really hope that they change the dialogue and they don't, you know, allow Goku to tell Oob, hey, so you're like the strongest person I ever fought, or something like that, because that would really be like kind of cheap, because Goku at this point has fought, you know, everybody. So it's like, I hope that the next arc involves beings that are of high tier once more, like gods or demons or something. I just don't think it's going to be angels. But then again, this goes back to last year of seeing what transpired between Goku Black and seeing all the stuff that transpired between Zamasu and stuff. So I really can't sit here and say for sure that I know. But the next arc, I think, will involve Oob. But in terms of a villain, we're just going to have to wait and see for that, to be honest. But anyways, my friend, thank you so much for the questions, and I hope you have a fantastic day. And once again, everybody, I do want to say thank you all so very much for watching. I truly hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, make sure to go ahead and slap a like down below. If you guys have not subscribed and checked out my second channels, go ahead and check out Unreal Vlogs and, of course, Unreal Network. I'm going to make a quick little announcement right now in saying that on Unreal Network, I will be doing lots of zombie mods for Call of Duty. I will be posting up some first-person shooter videos, some really awesome, you know, just videos for Destiny 2. So make sure you guys keep your eyes out for that. And for Unreal Vlogs, I am going to be doing reaction videos and vlogs and workout videos and stuff like that. So if you guys are interested in that, you guys can find both channels down in the description below, guys. Thank you all so very much for watching. Tune back in for more, and I'll be seeing you all tonight for the Dragon Ball Super episode 105 review. Take it easy, guys. Peace.